Right, Charlie, how important was that win?
It was massive for Liverpool to try and get back on track. Result in midweek, that's the performance, and go to West Ham, whereas it could be a situation that everybody knows about the stadium at West Ham. It's not great. Fans are miles away from the pitch. So that was almost where Liverpool went and done what they needed to do. Did they play brilliantly? No. Did they need to? Again, no. But they got the job done. And listen, they got the 3 points, and the big summer signing has got his first Premier League goal.
How relieved will he be? I mean, as a striker, what's that like? You're under pressure.
He's under pressure. Listen, we've constantly talked about it. He's got the big price tag over his head, and that's nothing on him. But he'll be delighted to get his first goal. But I just feel like he's still not to his best. Like you said, he's getting there, but he's still not to. Like, I see his movement in the first half. Both teams were poor in the first half, but one of the ones where he should have went to the front post and his timing run round the back, it was just the wrong movement. And then for his goal, actually, he doesn't really move. The ball goes wide, he watches play go, and all the West Ham defenders just retreat back to the 6-yard box. And if you have a look, he's got a circle of space on his own, and it's a wonderful finish for him. OK, Wirtz's performance, was it better for you? Yeah, it was better, but he was a stand-up performer on the pitch because there wasn't much quality on the pitch from both sides, really. But look, he's showing improvements. He's building himself back into the game. He's getting that in that free role. And it's easy to say Salah wasn't playing, so it freed up Florian Wirtz, but ultimately his performances have got to be better and continue to improve. And with Salah in the team, it can only make him better. So you're right, there was no Salah. Let's hear from Arne Slot on that.
It's every time when we play a game, when I don't play Florian Wirtz, when I don't play Alexander Isak, when I don't play Koitike, when I don't play Mo Salah, it's about that, which is normal because they're all outstanding players, and Mo has had an unbelievable career here at this club and will have a very good future at this club because he's such a special player. 4 games in 10 days with only 14 to 15 outfield players available for us. Then you have to decide once in a while to make a certain lineup, and you try to pick the best lineup for every single game. But like I said, he's been so important for this club and will be important for this club in the future.
So were they better without him?
Well, they won, but it's not saying because they didn't have Salah, they wouldn't. Like, if Salah was playing, they wouldn't have won. Both teams wasn't great. Liverpool was just better on the day. The performances was what it is. You have to respect what he says. If he doesn't play Wirtz, if he doesn't play Isak, and he doesn't play Salah, that's the biggest talking point. This is gone there. They've won a game of football without him playing. They move on a game midweek. You have to respect. He's the manager. He's the one in charge. Like I say, everybody will question him whether he picks him or he don't. If they don't win games with him, the answer, why are you still playing him? And if they win when they haven't got him, why isn't he playing? Well, he was asking me the same question. I just feel like he's in a lose-lose, but ultimately he's thinking we've got the squad, so we need to go and we need to use the squad. Not be dependent on just one player, but we need to use the squad because there's loads of games coming up.
Well, yeah, games coming up. It's Sunderland on Wednesday at home, then Leeds away at the weekend. Now, when you take in the West Ham game, Jamie Carragher said it needs to be a minimum of 7. Jay Bothroyd was sat there on Friday and said it has to be all 9. Do you expect them to get all 9?
Yeah, that's respectfully to Sunderland Leeds. You've got the 3 on the board. And I'm more in Jay Bothroyd's camp than was Jamie Carragher. You're saying, 7 points. Well, why? West Ham are not exactly lighting it up, are they? So you expect Liverpool there to go and win. You expect them to beat Sunderland, you expect them to beat Leeds. So now they need to go and make it 9 out of 9. And that will help Liverpool basically go forward and improve. And if the centre-forward can continue on his goal-scoring run now and really kick on, who knows what Liverpool can do.
Well, Sky Sports are partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, scan the QR code here or visit the Sky Sports app for more details. Joining us now is Liverpool supporter Montel Bowen. Good morning, Montel. There was a huge call from Arne Slot to drop Mo Salah. What did you think at the time, and were you better without him?
No, it was probably the right call. I think him and Cody Gakpo probably didn't deserve to start any more games going forward if it was my choice. But Cody obviously went and got the goals. And I don't think the whole thing about whether we're better than with Salah or not, I agree with Charlie. I just think that we're going too far with it. It's West Ham away, and a very poor West Ham away. Like, I personally think we would have won this game anyways. It's more Joe Gomez why we came in and kept a clean sheet. And Liverpool have too much quality not to score goals. So we're always going to get 1 or 2 goals here or there. Yes, in the extreme situation, we haven't scored much in the last 3 games, but that's down to the manager who probably shouldn't be at this club at the moment. So
but Montel,
there's nothing to look into.
The manager shouldn't be at the club at the moment, did you say?
No.
Slot?
Only Slot, no.
You want him out now?
Out of his depth, yeah. I don't want him at the club. He's out.
Montel, come on. But you can't be... What are we on about here? You can't be serious.
I am. I'm serious. What, Charlie? What's our style of play?
Montel, the way Liverpool play the 4-3-3, get it forward, get in the wide. They're adapting to playing with a number 9. Like Liverpool haven't played with a number 9 for years, let alone him and them players. How can you now, all of a sudden, because it isn't going right, manager's got to go? Liverpool are not a sacking club. They don't sack managers for no reason.
I'm aware. I'm aware that we're not a sacking club, and I don't believe we're going to sack the manager. But that doesn't mean he deserves to be staying at the club right now. But with a club like Liverpool and what we're doing and the money he's been given, last season, I'm not erasing history or anything like that. I'm very thankful with the manager. But at this point in time, He's removed us from the title race. We're looking poor in the Champions League. We have no style of play. The players look dejected. Some of the losses and the way we've lost, and it's not just all on the manager. It's all on the players as well. So a lot of it is on the players in terms of Van Dijk. The way he was jogging back is completely unacceptable. Mo Salah, the way he was jogging back is completely unacceptable. I've seen multiple players, and I can go on. But there is, Charlie, you haven't told me the style of play. Saying we play 4-3-3 is not the style of play. We have underlapping wing backs but we have 4 rock and roll fullbacks, but they're all being told to invert. Kirk has never inverted a day in his life. Conor Bradley gets a nosebleed when he wants to invert, and Frimpong's not an inverted wing back. He's one of the fastest players in the Prem, and he's being told to invert. That's the only reason Szoboszlai looks like our best right back, because he's actually a midfielder and it's the closest to the role. Our forwards are starved. Our striker never touches the ball. Isak scored yesterday, but he barely touched the ball. Again, over and over again. By the way, Ekitike only touches the ball because he drops deep. And when he actually sticks in his position, he's starved of possession.
Is that because I believe that's because Liverpool are not used to playing with an out-and-out 9. Where you say about being starved with the possession with the centre forward, Liverpool are used to playing wide, getting the ball out to Mo Salah on the right, Gakpo on the left. That's it. So never really playing with the 9. Now they're adapting to playing with the 9. And now it's almost going through the bit. And I get you what you're saying about Liverpool coming out of the title race and all that kind of stuff. But the Champions League is way bigger picture. You see it last year, finished top, look what happened. All you need to do in the Champions League is just qualify. That is it.
I agree. Because PSG qualified and they went on to win. I definitely understand the route you can go. But I'm talking about just in terms of good games from Liverpool this season. I've seen about 2 or 3. And we're on about game week 13 in the Prem. We played about five in the Champions League. That, for me, to see 2 or 3 good games, even though we've had more than 2 or 3 good results, it's so alarming. Our wingers come up, Salah gets doubled up on, Gakpo gets doubled up on. There are no overlaps. They're just expected to do something crazy or put in the perfect pass. How can you have underlapping wing backs and then have your midfielders in the box? And on the turnover, we're exposed. Every time, every game, and it's not changing, and the man management stinks.
But I watched even yesterday, Kirkes was coming right into the centre of the pitch, and many a times Van Dijk was saying, where are you going? Get back here, stop going in there.
Exactly.
I've got to pick you up on your first point. The biggest thing was saying is Joe Gomez playing at right back. Solid right back, that's a position for him. And that was it. And Liverpool looked safe at the back there, comfortable most of the times anyway. You say about Salah being doubled up, but he's been doubled up from every year he plays in the Premier League. That's no different.
But he still has an overlap, though.
Yeah, but he's hitting the numbers. But Salah comes in, as we know, he very rarely does he go down the right-hand side. He's either go down the right hand and chops back in on his left to bend one in the top corner, or he's putting crosses in the box. That's a scenario. I think the biggest thing going forward now is them finding a solid base at the back 4, the midfield 3 being as solid as they can be. Szoboszlai has been the best player standout by far for his energy, let alone his performance, but for his energy. You need to find form for Mo Salah, and the 2 big money signings at 3. Ekitike, credit, they paid big money for him, but he's hit the ground running, he scored the goals. And now it's for Isak and Wirtz to now push on and make a statement. Yesterday was one of them. The performances were good against a below-par West Ham side, but now it's about kicking on for me.
There is a message on the screen, actually, from a fan called Josh, who kind of backs up what you're saying as well, Monta, kind of agreeing with you in terms of the identity and style of play. So is your mind made up? What does Slot have to do to change your mind that he is still the man?
I mean, by the way, I want to be proved wrong. I want to make that one clear, because I know we're not a selling club in terms of hire and fire FCs. But for me, if we go and beat Sunderland and Leeds away, that's not going to change anything, because we went and beat Aston Villa and Real Madrid. Yeah, that's for me again, when you're just better than the team anyways, I expect us to be the favourites for that game. And again, it's not a 7-point thing, it's a 9-point swing for me. That's not going to change my opinion. I need, out of the next 10 games, even to 15 games, I need at least an 80% win rate. I'd say so. Maybe 12 wins, 11 to 12 wins out of the next 15. Because we're not going to win every single game. Even if we were high flying Liverpool Football Club, we're not going to win 15 out of 15. Let's be honest. But I need about a good 10 to 11 wins out of the next 15 games, and I need to see performances. Because today's result, Charlie, you said about the result in Mo Salah, it's West Ham. It's West Ham away. No disrespect to West Ham away, but this isn't one of the better West Hams you've seen over the years. And Liverpool probably would have won with Mo Salah. There's no difference. I need to see an identity. I need to see a change in the man management. I still can't forgive the way he threw the younger ones under the bus against Crystal Palace. It's unforgivable for me. And the fact that you can't, like players like Rio, who you want to throw them on when you're 2-0 down against Man City, you can't bring him on when we're 5-1 up against Frankfurt. But he's supposed to be the second choice winger behind Cody Gakpo. No, thank you. I need to see changes in all of these metrics and a significant run of games for me to say, you know what, I'm wrong. But I want to be proved wrong. Players have proved me wrong before, and they'll always prove me wrong when I believe someone's not good enough. And that's what Liverpool have continued to do. And I want them to go and do. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's just one opinion.
We are getting loads and loads of messages actually disagreeing with you, Montel. That's what football's all about. It's all opinions. That's what this show is all about. But if you are wanting a change, have you got a manager in mind that you actually want who's going to provide all these things?
Here's the problem. With Liverpool right now, the pool of managers, I think, isn't great at this moment in time. I like Xavi, but is it the style and is that the identity of Liverpool Football Club? It's
as in Alonso or Xavi?
No, Xavi Hernandez. I think Alonso's a good manager, but I think he needs maybe 1 or 2 more years. Alonso, I think, because he's doing a good job at Madrid, but the fact that he's now second in the league is causing a lot of problems. He's not doing that bad, but I think he's still adapting to his 4 at the back rather than his natural 3-4-3. And I think a 3-4-3 formation at Liverpool coming in and doing that is like interesting. Let's say it's very interesting. But those are the 2 managers I'd probably look at if we did sack Arne Slot, but not so much Areola and Glasner. All that talk, I think they're not ready for the Liverpool job as of now. Still very good managers, very, very good managers, but not ready for the job. But I know we're not going to sell the manager. I just feel like he's shown too many worrying signs to me.
I'm not sure I'm not sure anyone's going to pump up 10 million, 15 million quid for the manager. I'm not sure they're going to sell the manager. If you're going, you're going to say he's going to stay. And but that's the expectation of being a Liverpool manager. The pressure's on, 100%. The spotlight's on all the time. Same as a player. They've got to turn it around. The next 10, 15 games or whatever, performances need to get back winning games of football. And the biggest thing they can do now is go and win the next 2, and that'd be 9 out of 9. And then move on and get forward. They beat a below par team. They beat a below par West Ham team yesterday, and now they're going to play Sunday and Leeds, who expect to win both games and then move on. The Champions League's not about winning the league; it's about just getting to the qualification and getting back into the title fight. That's what Liverpool need to do.
One last thing is just on a positive note, because I feel like I came with the big bomb. But it's on a positive note, it's about confidence. As you said, game by game. Right now, no one fears Liverpool. No one fears us, and I think we have like a inferiority complex right now, where whenever we do concede a goal, we capitulate. And this is the first time we haven't conceded a goal, I think, in 6 games in the first 29 minutes. That speaks for itself. So to see Florian Wirtz play the way he did in that first 60, 70 minutes, and then see Isak get his first goal, these are the positives. I said you've got to take that into the next game now, and hopefully you can put on a scoring run. And Florian Wirtz, who again has come back early from injury, looks more mobile, looks quite confident, you know, and then I think it'll be very positive going forward. But at the end of the day, as I said, it's a game-by-game match.
In terms of people disagreeing with you, Montel, a few messages come up the screen. I hope you haven't been reading them all. There's one I'll read out now, as it's still there, from Paul. I'm just looking over it now. This guy, supposedly a Liverpool fan, knows nothing about managing a team when you have injuries, poor form, and the pressure of being LFC manager. Well, that is fair enough that you don't...
Injuries.
You don't know how that works because you've never been manager of a top club. But there are a lot of people disagreeing with you. Do you feel that the Liverpool fan base is mainly still behind Slot and you're, at this stage, in the minority for now?
I think it's about 50-50 at the moment. I think it was a minority about maybe three weeks ago. When we was like, you know, we'd kind of come off the back of beating Real Madrid, lost a couple of games after that. But I think now it's about 50-50. I think at the end of the day, I've just seen a fan complaining about injuries. And isn't that the stuff the beating stick we use against Arsenal fans? So it's okay when we do it though. It's just about being balanced. And sometimes people can't understand that. As I said, we play bagel ball. There's nothing in the middle. And sometimes we play 4 midfielders. What do you want me to say? We can't defend set pieces properly. The wing play is horrible. We don't create enough chances. We move the ball too slowly. There's no identity of football, and the man management is not good at the moment. And the players' morale has been completely destroyed. What more do you want me to say? It doesn't matter. Yes, it's about football and it's about opinions. And you guys are going to disagree. But I just think this is the best way forward for the club. I don't think they're going to sack the manager anyway, so I'd like to be proved wrong. And in an ideal world, I'd like for everyone to come in and go, oh, see, Monty, you were wrong. But I don't want to be right about this situation. I'm just saying what I see. And to use injuries as an excuse. Have you seen Arsenal go in and play Chelsea with no centre-backs? Chelsea have had no Cole Palmer for how long?
Well, it's about getting that squad together, which, of course, at Liverpool you would have expected in the summer to have had that depth like Arsenal have had. But Montel, thank you. Great to speak to you.
Always, man. Take care, guys. Yeah.
Very brave from Montel. I appreciate that.